We are back, folks. Just checking the integrity of my recording, and 13, 14, 15. We are good to go. Hello, this is Greg back. Cheese League Baseball, some more here on Geek Cheese on YouTube. And I just remembered that I'm doing all of this on a camera or a camcorder, and that I could zoom. So I zoomed in a little bit, and that is, oh, okay. This is Joey Provolone texting me. And I have to text him back. And he said that he will be watching the Ahsoka show at 9 o'clock. So he won't be on. But Star Wars is dead. So, and that's the state of that. So we are going to watch another exciting game here. Fake baseball action. Cheddar Cherubs, Stilton Saucers. Back at the corral. The Saucers lead the series 2-1. And we're going to have, wow, I just could not talk right there. We're going to have Clarissa De Jesus on the mound versus Delia Jeffries. 0-1 for De Jesus, 6.75, elevated ERA, pretty good whip though. And Jeffries has yet to register a win or a loss, very elevated ERA, and a higher whip, so we'll see what happens here. The extreme Speed Demons versus the Extreme Contact Specialists as we go into it, folks. I'm going to give myself some volume here. And yeah, back at the corral. This is the lineups. And we're going to get things going here. So hope you're all having a wonderful day. Got lots more fake baseball action coming. And I'm trying to pump out these games as much as possible. The next tournament, I am going to figure something out so I can get these games out quicker, and there will be some simming action. There might be some other stuff happening. We're gonna try to figure that out. Anyway, neither here nor there. Jeffries on the bump for the home team, Saucers, as Giles steps in to lead things off here for the Cherubs of Cheddar. Like I mentioned, the Cherubs trailing in this series. It's the game number 4. They're down 2-1 against the Saucers. 1-2. Jeffries, four-seamer, slider, curveball, changeup in her pitch arsenal. And Giles, 259 average entering the game. And ooh, tough little slide there for Spencer. And Giles is going to have a base hit to lead off the game. And that brings up Esquivel. Esquivel hitting the hell out of the ball, on fire. Giles, very good speedy runner, and is going to already test it, and he's safe. Stolen bag. Runner in scoring position very early in the game for Esquivel. And the Cheddar Cherubs, but she pops it up behind home plate, and that is the first out. And that brings up Lions' number 3 hitter. Not really hitting a whole bunch. 136 average for him, this second baseman. Runner, I don't know what he's doing there. Ball hit right in front of him, and he's like, oh yeah, I'm going to go to third. That's not what you do. Stays put at second, rightly so, and there are 2 outs now as Worley Pittman steps in. Cherubs would like to get the lead early, not squander that opportunity. The ball outside, 1-2. And instead, it's a grounder over to brackets here at short, across the diamond for the last out of the inning. Clarissa De Jesus will take the bump. As Anson Caldwell steps in, I have should probably stop drinking while doing this, but or moving the mic around because I think it's squeaky, but you know, whatever. De Jesus, the southpaw. There's a strike, 1-2. Four-seamer, cutter, curveball, fastball, or curveball, changeup, I should say, for her, and that's a base hit up the middle. So the Saucers get a base hit. I believe that was called. Well, no, it wasn't. Bracketeer steps in. Was that Caldwell, or was that their third baseman, whose name is escaping me? We'll figure it out. Either way, extremely good speed on the base pass here for the Saucers, and they're going to test it. A little hit-and-run action, maybe. With Bracketeer up 43, she's hitting. And they're testing it here. It's easily stolen base. And they check a little inside move. Boy, it just kind of looks weird with the lefty doing that move. 3-2 on Bracketeer. And that is hit high and far and is going to be gone. Rhea Bracketeer into the shrubbery. A laser 432-foot blast, center field job. Second homer, 8th RBI of the tournament. Gives the Stilton Saucers the early 2-0 lead. As Colt Lowery steps in. Should probably get my stat sheets. I should probably do my homework. I should probably do a lot of things. But I am just kind of falling behind right now. There's the Cherubs, there's the Saucers, there are the stat sheets. Here we go. And that one is hit high and far into the deepest part of the ballpark, left center. And Lowery is not thinking three. He's going to stop right there. But boy, a long double. And the Saucers again threatening. I'm trying to think of who the heck was that. Peacock, I think, was the third baseman who let it off. All right, that is the first out of the inning. A runner does move up to third. Brings up Nash Schaefer. I hope you are all enjoying this content. If you are, please do give it a thumbs up. That is ripped. It's going to score a run, though. Pittman throws home and safe. And it is a 3-run ball game now. Spencer up at the dish. And 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. So jumping on DeJesus early. And DeJesus, again, in a very small sample size. As that is a swinging third strike. DeJesus, very small sample size, 13.50 ERA, almost a 2 whip. Just, you know, did not give up 2 home runs in, oh my God, 2 home runs in 2 2/3 innings. So giving up the long ball is kind of something that she does apparently. So that's something. Over to Schaefer at first, and it flips, and that is the first out. Number 6. I have to adjust something. And hopefully you guys won't. There we go. That was a little crooked. So I needed to fix that. That looks a lot better. 1-1. And 1-2 now on Arthur Johns. Shortstop here for the Cheddar Cherubs. Ooh. Inside called strike. Brings up 1 more. You know, I'm probably going to end up redoing a little bit of the Cherubs logo. I have an idea for it, but I have to just make it. More fouls that one off. And that one is hit into right field, but camping under it is Lowery, and that is the final out of the inning. 7-8-9 due up for the home team, Stilton Saucers, but Tisa's going to lead it off. It's DeJesus, who again, you know, struggling out there. And a little swinging bunt here right back to the pitcher, and that is out number 1. And Peacock kicks a line drive, just foul down the line. So Peacock was not the leadoff man, like I thought he was. He's the number 8 hitter, so that's interesting. We'll figure it out. Down, or no, I'm sorry. What am I saying? Down on strikes. Ball 4. And he walks. All right, Ari Miller steps in, number 9 hitter, with a runner on first. 1 out here, bottom of the second. Wait, bottom of the second. Feels like we've actually been in this game for a while. Popped up. And there is Pittman for the second out of the inning. Caldwell. It was Caldwell. It was right. Oh, right. Anson Caldwell steps in. 400 average for him, and he hits base hit through the right side. So 2 on, 2 out here in the bottom of the second for the Saucers. And that brings up Bracketeer, who already homered today. That was a laser beam homer, too. Last game we saw a 491-foot shot. That was ridiculous. I forget who hit that. Somebody on the Giants, I think. Ball in the dirt. 2-1. And it's going to be a lazy pop-up there for Hooper in right field. 3-0. The Saucers still lead it as we go to the top of the third. Here's Blake Garrett, catcher, leading things off. And Garrett with the base hit up the middle. Get things going here in the top of the third for the Cheddar Cherubs. Again, they would like to get, really like to get things going. They're trailing in the tournament, or in the series here. Ooh, that's a fair ball. Just down the right field line. It's going to get into the corner. That'll get the runner to third. And just like that, the Cheddar Cherubs got something going on. I love the Cherubs jerseys. Reminds me of the Guardians. I just like those colors. They're nice. Popped up into right center field. Batista is there, throws home, and safe. And good heads-up base running to get the second base on the throw home. So the Cherubs on the board now. 3-1. And again, good heads-up base running. Takes that double play away with the runner on second as well. As Esquivel steps in. Mentioned she's on fire. Look at her stats, all just elevated. And hits that one to Batista in center. That is the second out.
Now back, the second baseman, number 26, Elliott Lyons.
All right, brings up Elliott Lyons now with 2 outs here in the... I'm actually just doodling here the Cherubs logo that I want to create. Probably should pay attention to the game. A rip over to Miller, and that is the third out of the inning. All right, folks. 3, 4, and 5 due up here for the Stilton Saucers. The bottom of the third. Lowry, 1 for 1, and ooh, okay. DeJesus is out. DeJesus is out. And in comes Oliver Jenkins. And Jenkins, I believe, is our bonus pitcher. Every team got when we moved to Super Mega Baseball 4. 3.60 ERA for him, so pretty good out of the bullpen. And remember, Lowry hit that absolute monster double. And this one's the opposite of that. He hits a little swinging bunt back to the pitcher. Wilhelm steps in 0 for 1. That probably would have been out in a lot of parks here in Super Mega Baseball 4. It's, well, maybe not. It is just so deep, it's cavernous out there in left center here at the Corral. All right, the 1-2 to Wilhelm, and he gets under that, skies it out to center. Pittman's there, that's the second out of the inning, and Schaefer just as an RBI. I believe he had the sac fly. I think that's what happened. So yet to register an at bat with the sac fly. 0-2. And that one is hit into that left center cavern, as I just mentioned. He's going for 3. He has to be going for 3. Yep, cut off by Johns, and boy, oh boy, he can fly around those bases. It's a triple. And that brings up Spencer, who's 0 for 1. Man, he can fly around the bases. Saucers are thinking, hey, the Cherubs got to run. Let's get that one back. They're not going to. When Lyons fields it and fires for the final out of the inning. 4, 5, and 6 due up here for the Cheddar Cherubs. At the top of the 4th. And, you know, as Joey Provolone said that he's watching these. Ooh, that is gone. A home run just curves around the foul pole and down the left field line. Is that Worley Pittman, right? 391. Pittman's second homer, 7th RBI of the tournament. And that solo shot brings Cheddar Cherubs within 1. Still trail 3-2, but get these bats going. Hooper steps in, he's 0 for 1. Joey Provolone talked about the Soka show as Hooper grounds out here to Bracketeer for the first out. And I used to be a Star Wars fan, but I'm not anymore. Star Wars is dead to me. I'm actively trying to figure out how to cancel Disney Plus. Ooh, a real rocket over there to Bracketeer, but it's another out. I think it was a Wanda Moore. He's batting down in the lineup, I feel. I feel like Wanda Moore was more middle of the order. She's batting in the bottom 3rd now. I'm going to miss remembering that. 1-2 count, and that is ball. 96 in the gun here, as that's a base hit up the middle. So 96 as Blake Garrett steps in. He's 1 for 1 with the single. I like the catcher's gear. This looks sharp for the this team. Yeah, Jeffrey's, you know, more velocity pitcher. I probably should have mentioned that earlier. And gonna try the steal, and it's thrown out. Wilhelm behind the plate. Good arm. Jeffrey's, like I said, you know, is a is more of a fireballer. As Batista hits a base hit, and they're just going to hold him to a single, actually. It gets very shallow there. From right center to, right center to right field. That gap to right field and down the line, it gets pretty shallow. Just Gabe Peacock. Yeah, Jeffries she can throw it. That's for sure. Gabe Peacock, bright blue batting gloves matching the blue on the saucer. Maybe thought something was going on there. So very good speed on the base pass. That one is hit high. Is that going to get caught? Yeah. Into that deep part of the ballpark. Escobar tracks it down. That is the first out. And Ari Miller steps in. So, that is a foul. Bottom of the 4th here, folks. 3-2. The Stilton Saucers lead it over the Cheddar Cherubs. One out, 1-2 count on Miller with the runner on first, and down on strikes goes Miller. Again, very good speed on the base pass here, too, for the Saucers. Caldwell's 2 for 2. And a little gapper scores another run, gives the Saucers a little extra lead. They think that he's going to be going, though, at first. And there it goes. And they had it picked perfectly. And thrown out at second, trying to steal the bag. Got caught stealing, if you will. 8-9-1 due up here for the Cherubs. Yes, again, Jeffries back out on the mound. Almost fouled away. Top of the 5th. And Garrett, boy oh boy, looking tense at the plate. 143 for this catcher. Also has a noodle arm. I didn't notice that. Ooh. Draws the walk here. Not bad. I'll take that. If I'm a Cherubs fan, I'll take that. Blankenship steps in. He's 1 for 1. Obviously, no threat to run at first base. Though Wilhelm doesn't have the greatest arm behind the plate. I'm just looking at that now. It's interesting. He has a noodle arm too, I guess. It's fascinating. All right, 3-1 and a ball. So Jeffries walks the batter, puts runners on first and second for Casey Giles. Or Giles, however you say his name. And Giles hits a pop-up. It's very, very high. Oh my gosh. Sky-high pop-up to Spencer in left field for the first out. Does bring up basketball. 0 for 2, uncharacteristic of her. She's one of the better hitters, probably the best hitter in this Cherubs lineup. Actually, we haven't seen much of her at all today in terms of action in the outfield either. And that is gone. Esquivel turns on it, jacks a 3-run shot down the left or the right field line. 435 feet. Oh my God. 435 foot shot. 4th homer, 10th RBI of the tournament. And that dinger gives the Cheddar Cherubs the lead. As Elliot Lyons steps in over 2. That has to chase. Yeah, Jeffries is done. All right, Joey Kramer comes in. So 5-3 now, the long ball given up by Jeffries, as this is a pop out to Spencer for the second out of the inning. And it brings up Worley Pittman, who homered his last time up. But man, oh man, that long ball, that did it. I mentioned that she had given up. I'm sorry, no, she hadn't given up home runs. That was DeJesus that had given up a lot of home runs. That one's fouled away. Actually, Jeffries had given up no home runs in her outings. Tell you what, though, Kramer strikes him out. Kramer, he got roughed up in his last appearances for them. Well, in his appearances for them in the first tournament. So we shall see what happens there. As Caldwell steps in, he's 2 for 2. And, you know, a little different game plan now with the lead. That's a base hit up the middle to lead things off here in the bottom of the 5th. But the Cherubs, you know, maybe take a different approach as Bracketeer steps in. She was on there today. Try to preserve this lead. I was just going to say, maybe use your bullpen a little differently. As Hart comes in, the sidearm wild thrower with purple hair. Lyons to Johns to Moore. That is the first double play of the day, I think. Colton Lowery steps in 1 for 2 with a double. And Hart Four-seamer, two-seamer, curveball, changeup. And that should be the final out of the inning, and it is. We'll pop out the lineup. 1, 2, 3. Very, very quick. Bottom of the 5th. Good job by Edgar Hart. Edgar Hart. Yeah. What did he do for them last time around? He was okay. You know, the Cherubs and the Saucers both got eliminated in the first round last time. So they're playing them. Ooh, that is a nice diving stop and catch by Miller for the first out. John steps in for the Cherubs. They lead it 5-3 now in the top of the 6th. Johns is 0 for 2. So both these teams, you know, they've achieved their first goal of making it past the first round. Both got eliminated in the first round. But, you know, they would like to go and just continue on. One of these teams is going to. Both of them won it. You know, the logo I just doodled here for the Cheddar Cherubs is so cool. It's like, I try to think of things that I would like to see on a hat. And it's actually something that could have worked out. Maybe not. For the Cleveland baseball team. Maybe not, actually. No, I'm looking at it. Probably not. That probably wouldn't have. It's like a C with like a bow and arrow. Oh, it looks cool. Moore down on strikes. And, hey, how about another quick inning? That was a quick top of the first. Shut down those Cheddar bats. Bring up the Stilton bats. Got Stilton power. Kenan Wilhelm steps in. He's 0 for 2. And let's see what they can do here. And foul down the third baseline. 1-2 to Wilhelm. And that is past the second baseman. Goes into center field. And that is my dog getting up for some reason. Don't know what he's doing. He just decided to get up. He was sleeping. He was fine. Strike 3. That's the first out for Edgar Hart here in this inning. I don't know what's going on. All right, bud. What's up? Popped up and foul. And another foul. What are you doing? All right. And that they don't get any. Well done if they get the first out. As Cooper joins me briefly. I don't exactly know what he's doing. All right, Batista's out. Ventura in as the pinch hitter. What are you doing, bud? What are you doing? Hey, what are you doing? Okay. Don't know what he's doing. Gonna have to investigate that. 3-1, and in the dirt, the batter is walked. And that brings up Peacock, who's 0 for 1 with a walk himself. 2 outs, runners first and second here for the Saucers. Bottom of the 6th. And Peacock looks it up. Ooh, a high and inside called strike. Fouled away. And 0-2. And right to Lions. That is the final out of the inning. So, you know, if you're the Saucers, you want a quick inning, get your bats up. If you're the Cherubs, you want a quick inning, get your pitcher back out there and close this out and tie up the series at 2 apiece. So, quick inning all around when you know, would benefit both teams, I suppose. And it's not going to be, because that is Garrett who hits a base hit into right field to start things off, as Blankenship, who's 1 for 1 with a single and a walk, steps in. And that one's fouled away. Cooper he's old, he's 14. He is deaf now. He can barely see, and he has a little bit of doggy dementia. So he is kind of in his mood right now where he's just going to wander. Miller to Bracketeer to Ventura. And that is my life with Cooper. We adopted him when he was 7, so had him for 7 years-ish. I think he's probably like 28. Who knows? He's like the oldest dog that's ever lived. I don't know what he's doing though. All right, 1 and 2. And that one's fouled away. By the way, Cody Kramer pitching quite well out there on the bump. And that's a base hit in the left field. So, Cherubs keep the inning going with 2 outs here. Top of the 7th. They lead it. Kaylee Esquivel, 1 for 3. She had a 3-run dinger her last time up. And, all right, Reagan Brady's coming in. Brady, isn't Brady their closer? No. Sorry, Reagan Brady, I believe, is actually their bonus pitcher. 3-0 on Esquivel. And they give her the green light, 3-0. But she lines out to Spencer. So, last licks here for the Stilton Saucers. Can they do anything? 9-1-2, so it's not bad. Here's Ari Miller to lead things off. He's 0 for 2. On deck is Garrett Peacock. Oh, I'm sorry, Anson Caldwell. I made that mistake again. Anson Caldwell is 3 for 3. Hart is back out there. That one's fouled away. You know, with Hart, though, that's a pop-up. Is that Blankenship at third? He's going to put it away. Caldwell, 3 for 3, 3 singles. So, I wonder. All right, they're sticking with Hart. Hart's, look at his stamina. Ooh, okay. This is a pop-up. And out number 2. As Bracketeer steps in, 1 for 3, home run, 2 RBIs. What I was thinking is they might pull Hart. They actually still might. Yep, here we go. Pooch Jennings. Hart was just, his stamina was so low. Not a lot of pitches, but his stamina was just really, really low. So go with Jennings. He's been a solid bullpen presence for you. There's a strike. 1 and 2. Down to their final strike. And fouled away. 1 and 2 again. Down on strike she goes, and that is a ball game, folks. The Cheddar Cherubs win, and they tie up the series 2 games apiece. Let's take a look at the lines. 5-8-0 to 3-8-0. Yeah, that big 3-run jack by Esquivel is really what sealed the deal for the Cherubs, and she's probably going to be your top player. Garrett had a good day, and so did Giles. 2 walks, 4 strikeouts for the Stilton Saucers. We got a good day for Caldwell. He had a lot of hits for them. And the home run, obviously, there from Bracketeer. Again, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. Not a lot of walks, not a lot of strikeouts in this game. So Jeffries will take the loss. DeJesus gets the no decision as Jenkins picks up the win. Jennings gets his first save. And let's take a look at the top 3 players. Esquivel, Bracketeer, and Garrett. As we return to the Elimination Hub and take a look at the bracket itself, you'll see that this is all knotted up at 2 games apiece between the Cheddar Cherubs and the Stilton Saucers. And that's what we got going on. And, you know, the Cherubs, the number 3 seed, I don't really feel like they've played up to it yet, especially when you look up and down that lineup. And some of the averages and stuff. The Saucers, I think, have played a little bit better than anticipated. As the number 11 seed, frankly, I think they're a lot better than number 11 seed. That's just how things played out. But that is it for me, folks. I'm going to go take care of my pooch. And we're going to call it a game. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for hanging out. And thanks for getting a little peek at my buddy Cooper. And yeah, if you like this video, give a thumbs up. If you like my dog, give this video a thumbs up and show some love. Subscribe, all that good stuff. And we'll check you guys again next time. All right, we'll see ya.